Hello everyone, tonight we're finally getting back into some Sims 3 after a while of not doing it. I think tonight's probably mostly gonna be one of those streams where we're just kinda pressing on things without a real specific goal or plan. Depending on how much energy I have, I might also end up calling things a little bit early. Hey, because it's already almost 2. Definitely not going for a full, like, 4 hours. Unless I get really into it. Because that would be all the way up to 6 a.m. I didn't realize just how close Quentin was to becoming an adult. Well, he's only got 5 days, and let me just make sure that... And yeah, I've got it. It's on the lifespan we're supposed to, so... Bitch. I'll be surprised if James lasts past the end, like, to the end of tonight's stream. Because he's already 6 days past it. That's the default lifespan. Yeah, I would like him to make that chess table at some point. He also seems to be doing a somewhat concerning thing about freezing. Brendan has 2 days before he has to work again. Which I think it would be ideal if James dies before or soon after Quentin then becomes an adult, because I'm thinking, particularly if he hasn't started getting abducted by that point, once he's an adult, we have him actually just start adopting kids. It's because, like, Like, you know, he's only got so much time, and we kind of lost some time. I'm trying to master inventing and to build a time machine. But you know, he is set to be a single parent of 5 children. And so we've got to kind of get on that fast. But you know, a mix of abductions and regular adoptions and maybe even some like time travel level stuff. That will be nice to make it, you know, something different from what the previous Quentin did to get his five kids. Well, 4 out of his 5 kids, because he did get abducted that one time. And that was without employing strategies to maximize abduction chance. Dude, you were supposed to eat before you started sculpting. We should probably send and Quentin off to practice a logic skill some. If there's anywhere to do that. Guess we could use the telescopes outside of the planetarium. Jay, you do have the option to search the galaxy even though it's daytime. We could arguably just buy a chess table. Hey, well, we've got quite a bit of funds. But maybe what we actually do. We send them down to the bookstore to pick up logic books. Because, well, that won't make any progress on... Because I don't think we'll be able to get any more abduction chance from telescopes. Nope, I think with our 2 space rocks, we're already be at the cap. Oh, it's actually rather expensive to buy these books. Let's just buy the let's just buy volume 3. Because he's almost got enough skill to start reading it anyway, so... No, spending the money on it on the previous volume would be a waste. These because I think once the sim is good enough at skill to read it, need a given volume, they can't use the previous volume anymore. Yeah, this probably isn't the chess set still. And of course, James needs to pee now, so he's gonna have to take another break from sculpting. And don't go in there. You're not even dirty, so don't worry about showering right now. Why are you trying to shower when you're not even dirty? So he's got to finish one level before he can start reading his book. I believe we also have to get the chemistry set from Generations because I've got that expansion enabled. Yeah, Master Chemists have discovered 10 potions. They're learning every possible potion. They can create potions at a lower cost. And of course it costs $1,000 to even buy the thing. Thanks. Maybe we actually should have bought that instead of the book.
Lot to do. Well again, Nemo.
We don't really have any purchased furniture that we could sell off. So maybe... Maybe all we need to send Quentin off to do right now is make these floor hygienators. And then we can see if we could go amount of simoleons from completing the opportunity. It takes 8 scrap to make 1 floor hygienator. So that means that you need 24 and it's currently got 7. And so you need 17 more scrap to have to be able to make the things. It should cost at most 55 simoleons and to make them, depending on how much edge usable material he's able to dig up from the heaps. I got 12, 13, 16, 17. We might not even need to dig through these other piles. Yeah, he's got everything he needs already, so. So we can just to make many floor hygienators. And he'll make exactly 3 because that's how much scrap he has. And then we send him off to cash in on the opportunity because fortunately opportunities are something that you can always cash in on regardless of career here in this challenge. And because they're random, so they're not the most reliable source of income like a dedicated Are you kidding me, dude? We're making the fish again? You already made that fish once. Make another one. Make another sculpture, and this time don't make the fish again. Now he wants to make a stone sculpture, but stone costs more, or so. But I mean, at least I think you can make the chest set out of stone. You know, honestly, like, if things fall into place for Quentin to make a Symbot, I'm just gonna let him pivot over to doing inventing as his perfected skill. Well, like, you know, I think it mostly just matters that he perfects a skill.
Oh, oh.
I mean, I think
Oh.
to my knowledge, to really reliably be able to make a Symbot, you need quite a bit of gardening skill in addition to inventing. Because I know it at least takes life fruit, but it takes life fruit, but I don't think it takes like death fish or anything, so first two actually perfect the inventing skill. You will have to also spend a lot of time just like building the same things he's already made, basically. Like, we could have him just make a whole bunch more floor hygienators. And that would make it easy for him to complete the Master Inventor. 800 scrap for... Actually, not even 800 scrap, more like... Yeah, not quite 800, but close to it. Because he would have to make 90 something more or hygienators. He's made the second floor hygienator, so... Right, we can cancel this sculpture because it is not the chess table. And we can give the old man a little bit of a break. Need to go shower. Or because he's gotten very sweaty and stinky from sculpting the wrong thing all day. Might have to send Quentin out to the spa like tomorrow morning. Because right now it's already almost 8 and he isn't done making the things. Though could just stick the floor hygienator he already made in his inventory and have him deliver that. But that would mean he doesn't have a floor hygienator anymore. Which would mean that he'd have to go and use the shower every time he gets dirty. But, it's a good idea to have him be home during the abduction window. Just in case abductions can't happen on community lots or something. Yes, he was run out of scrap to invent with because we set him up with exactly enough scrap to make the things that he needed to make. We send him home so he can eat and rest. And then in the morning, he can go out and deliver, or the floor hygienators make some money. Game seems a little laggier than usual. Because I do have the smooth patch, so... it's not just like the inherent instability of EA's poor coding. Noting from back in 2009. I forget if I've added any new mods since I last streamed this, as I probably have. In which case, any of them could be causing a problem. Or it could just be that maybe I have less RAM available because as I was playing some arena before going live, and even I didn't restart my computer or afterwards. Let's see. See what the window for an alien abductions is. $12 to 3. So we are about to enter into the abduction window. You know, statistically, he should be getting abducted more often than not. You know, we put in all that effort into collecting space rocks specifically for the increased his abduction chance. So far, nothing. We're already halfway through the abduction window, and we've got a whole lot of nothing. Vis-a-vis the abductions. I don't think I have any mods that do anything to abductions at all, so... It's like the increased chance and from the space rocks should work. Yeah, we're reaching the end of the abduction window and nothing. Between the hours of 12 and 3 a.m. There's a 2% chance a sim will get abducted at night. An additional plus 13% chance will be added of the sim stargaze for a telescope. And an extra plus 38% chance will be added for each space rock in the sim's inventory, up to 75%. That's 2 nights of nothing.
Tabonigas.
How about instead of preparing pumpkin pie, you just eat some leftover mac and cheese?
Oh, Grammy.
Yeah, we do not have the budget for stone sculptures. It's not when those cost a whole 500 simoleons a pop. Maybe if somebody was actually employed as a sculptor, we could make it work, but not right now. Actually, maybe. Well, let me double check which material types can be used for the chess set. Because if you can make it out of clay, then we could actually save some money by just using clay until we get the one chess set. Yeah, you can make the chess out of clay. Maybe we actually want to be doing clay until we get the opportunity to. You are not sculpting anything. Hang Davis.
Sigmadron. Ignarcy.
And it's got another day off, so we can send him off to the I'll have to deliver the hygienators. Yeah, this way we can do 3 sculpt. We can do a sculpture per $3 instead of per 25. Which will be much more affordable while he keeps refusing to make the chess set. Oh, I didn't even realize this came with an increase in inventing skills now. Brendan is a master at inventing now. Oh, so we could potentially have him perfect the skill if we can get the stuff to build a Simbot. And of course he's got to get the opportunity as well. Right? Which admittedly he does have minor, which means that he could potentially use it to, like, it's mostly going to be getting the life fruit to, and the fact that we would have to be able to cut to a pink diamond in a heart shape. But I mean, there is a gem cutter that you can buy, so I think so. The supernatural expansion, which I think will make it less expensive to cut the gems. Just because, like, you have to cut a certain number of gems in order to even unlock the heart cut, I think. Oh wait, no. Collect 10 types of gems and the rarest gem cut shape will be bestowed upon your sim. Watch out, it's valuable. I believe it's a heart shape. Well, we've got another space rock, so I don't think that stacks anymore. And we can't even sell it because that would require Mayor Quentin to be in a collecting profession. Which on the plus side, if we ever do have a sim in the collecting profession, we're definitely keeping the miner around. And unless we, like, fail to transfer it from somebody's inventory or something. Or it gets stolen. And either one. Yeah, we can afford to do the chemistry stuff as well, so... I will be right back. Alright, I'm back, so let's get back into this. Should probably actually save real quick. Since I haven't saved all night. Granted, if it crashed on me, I'd only lose just over an hour of progress. Our game is saved, so we can then get back to waiting for things to happen. We can probably speed things up a little bit. You know, at least until... No, James, we don't need play toilet. Let's see how long. How long elders last in this game. I mean, because, like, I know in Sims 2 they do stuff with uh, with like aspirations.
Caleb.
Oh, we've got a gnome. which will always live to be at least 90 days old, all resulting in the elder stage lasting for a minimum of 16 days before death becomes a possibility. It says just at the end of the elder stage, which James is already 7 days past the end of the elder stage. And let's see if the just the page for death gives any insight. It just says reaches the end of the elder stage. Okay, so according to the thing, Nera's this wiki space is when an elder reaches a maximum age for a chosen lifespan, they will roll for the chance to live another day. By EA tuning default, running the normal lifespan of 90 days, an elder has a 14% chance of dying each day after 90. So I guess it's just random. And the chance is actually lower than... Can you not interrupt? Well, Quentin's trying to discover a potion. I'm gonna have to check if there's anything about these special holes in the rules for the random legacy challenge. Because I mean, theoretically, as long as it's not to theoretically we should be able to go in there, because as if because it's a random chance thing. Although it's random chance as not inherent to a means of gaining a skill. Though, like it is with using the telescope. Yeah, it doesn't really say on the wiki what exactly we can find down there. And collecting in Sims in the collecting career can specifically I think as long as I think the big question is there any chance that will just hand me simoleons? Okay, so it looks like you can come back with loot, usually seeds or gems. So it does look like it should be fine. Because it doesn't hand us just straight up simoleons. And which is the biggest issue I could see he was going on an underground adventure. But right now Quentin's a little busy with dude again with the fish.
Nice move.
Quentin's a little busy right now because he's trying to discover a potion. It's thus far been unsuccessful. Hopefully, him already being at logic level 5 should speed things up. You know, make it to where it's not just pure random chance. And it's because he's got to discover all 10 of them. If he's gonna perfect it, his logic skill. Which, you know, like theoretically it shouldn't be hard. It shouldn't be hard for a genius that is a almost full adult to, with logic level 5 to just make these potions, considering that this is a chemistry set predominantly designed for children. Like, a lot of the reason he's even doing this now is because drink the mood enhancer potion, see what that does for you. Oh, all it does is give the brighten day moodlet. It doesn't actually like do anything to his motives or anything. It just makes him a little bit happier there for a few hours. Now go eat and then sleep. Hey, that's 1 out of 10. And I seem to be having a dip in connection. And so that's great. Alright, everything seems to be fine now, so... You know, it's not like last stream that I tried to do, where my internet just completely died.
puzzle.
Dave, stop messing around with the chemistry table.
Have the way, huh? Wabba.
Okay, there we go. We can. It looks like we can just put it in. In Quentin's room. And lock the door to let just him in there. Because I didn't really want other Sims messing with the thing. And especially since I think it cost some simoleons to do the thing. In addition to, you know, the 1,000 simoleons that we already had to put in to just buy the actual chemistry table. Yep, and he's able to get in bed just fine. James, go out and continue working on that sculpture. Oh yeah, we were gonna build another room upstairs, weren't we? Which I guess actually, we're probably not going to build that upstairs room right now, so we can just knock these walls down. Because we can do that for the extra simoleons because we only got back less than what we paid. Yeah, it makes sense because, like, theoretically, well, the game does not show it. Theoretically, there would be like a labor cost. James, that still isn't the right sculpture. The end is near. Make preparations. Well, I mean, there certainly is an end that. I think maybe I put a mod in that changed something with autonomy. Because Davis seems to be doing more skill stuff recently. Even when it's skill stuff that he doesn't normally have much of an interest in. maybe if it is a mod, I'll like I might remove it. Move it after tonight, just because like it seems like it's gonna get annoying. In fact, really, like stuff like sculpting, it's potentially gonna get expensive too. Granted, I'm planning on moving Davis out as soon as James dies, so and we probably don't have to worry about him for too much longer. Then, you know, with it only being a 14% chance, who knows? Especially since there's no indication of it being cumulative at all. Yeah, we've got another night, so another abduction window. When 3 sim hours. You know, maybe this time it'll happen. After all, Quentin has even more space rocks now. Since he's got got a large, a tiny, and a gigantic. I think so he should have a good chance of getting abducted. It's just a matter of it actually happening. I mean, you never know, maybe if a sim is close enough to aging up, they might just not be able to get abducted within a certain window, because usually the Sims doesn't like having Sims age up while pregnant. Because, you know, they can lead to situations like, you know, pregnant elders. Or alternatively, babies just vanishing out of existence. Alright, we're in the abduction window for the night, so it's gonna happen at all. It should happen soon. Nothing so far.
Oh.
Or which, like, I have no idea when it checks the random chance. And it's either, so...
Gleston.
We're in the last little bit of the abduction window. And nothing's happening. Nothing tonight either, so guess we'll have to hope for an abduction and another night. I guess we can send Quentin down into his hole. At some point, I really just like check through everything that I have mods wise. Quentin was stopped by a group of curious hermit crab creatures that were lost. Quentin led them to the nearest underground outpost where the authorities there helped them out.
Sofka.
Alright, James is awake, so he can start sculpting more stuff in clay. Maybe because Quentin's luck held out again as he avoided yet another cave-in. He never realized how dangerous spelunking could be. Well, he got nothing out of that adventure other than an aching back. And I guess maybe a bit of a stink. Which he's got work soon, so he's gonna be occupied with that for a few hours. while that's going on, I guess we'll focusing mostly on trying to get James to make this one particular sculpture. But, you know, watch this one be the fish again. Because, like, the problem is that, unlike with inventing, you just tell a sim to sculpt, they can sculpt the same thing multiple times. You know, things that the sim already knows how to sculpt are not taken out of the list of options. As for the general whole sculpt interaction. Right. I don't think it's a fish again, so that's nice. Maybe it'll finally be the chess set. And we can actually let the man finish for once. Nope, it's a toilet again. He also needs to take a break to eat and use the bathroom, so Quentin's gaining work performance. And since he's in a great mood today, you want to join the sculptor career, you don't even have any sculpting skill. Something weird is going on with the autonomy, I think. Sims don't usually want to shower this much. You know, not when they're not even dirty. Alright, time to start another sculpture so that hopefully this one will be the He's a dang chess table. Can you just stay on task for 5 seconds? Oh, now he's too lonely. Man, it took multiple minutes for him to actually reach the point of being too lonely.
Big and gypsy me. And lepso.
In fact, now that he's showered, he's fine. Fine with continuing. I guess he better spend some time socializing. So that he can stop being too lonely to work.
Sukatsa. Zub Jahani Mas. Kordun Smatani Wasabi. Istami Jobaldu.
Ipali Dumbwa, Shebulam,
Zamasi Sapsa.
after Radafka,
Vini. Bida.
Evlon Porbahal,
Yes.
Evshul.
Far too
Well, at least Quentin's making some good progress on his career.
Zadribivu Pashtu. Ejda Pashtu?
Jeep Johnny Sapasim. Plesto soon. Sasim. Zabu. Tezazu Mach. Happy. Zamnivi. Zabazud. Obleed. Harfu Harf. Pawabazab. Kadub. Pa. Thognu Jiga Darg. Them Zagadu.
You know, just going to work once in a great mood has completely turned his performance around.
Need Chorglet.
Sako
Ubabala.
Measle Bomb.
Oop.
Sakiza
Rosny
Z.
Samdo.
Sagag.
Estua
Hobby
Sham
Horrible.
Sagada.
Yep, save the game. And James should be able to get back to work after we're done saving. Saving because I don't think I saw any moodlets about him being lonely.
Sasim. Wub.
Yeah, other than energy, all of his needs are fine, so... Oh, he should be good to go on that front. Quentin is almost done with work for the day. He's got an opportunity to squeeze out just a little bit more performance.
Sebooge.
He only got his usual 185. Hey, with no raise or anything. And he's gonna go right to bed once he gets home. Kinda wish he wouldn't default to napping constantly. James said that's not a chess table. Pretty sure that's an octopus. Time for you to start again. I'm gonna say probably give like I could probably go for another hour. But we might as well at least go until the end of this next abduction window, just to see, because like I want to have achieved something, either making the chess table or getting an abduction. Something. Things like, it's not just, well, we made maybe progress towards something happening. But, when James decides, nah, I'm not gonna make a chess table, I'm gonna make a crocodile with a top hat for the second time, kind of makes it difficult to get that goal done. Which, I mean, honestly, like, this isn't even like a goal of the challenge, this is just a way to give James something to do. Which, I mean, really, like, technically I don't even really need to give him something to do. His generation is over. At any time I could just have Quentin and move out. But also, like, I kind of want him to actually inherit the house.
Millie.
Oh, this house is actually pretty nice. It is, by comparison, than to what Generation 2 had, at least. It's not as good as Generation 1's house, but Generation 1's house I didn't build, so... And we bought it with, like, 20,000 the 20,000 plus simoleons you get as starting funds. No generation has had... The edition of this family has had that much funds at any one time since. Did we just get plus 150 simoleons for? I think... Yeah, I could very much go for another hour. You know, all the way to 5 a.m. Rather than the usual 4 a.m. Especially if there's no abduction tonight, because... Yeah, again, I would like to have made at least some big step towards something. He's got that nice big plus to his abduction chance, at least he should. Right, unless I've got a mod somewhere that I've forgotten about that now that changes that. We're an hour into the abduction window and got nothing. What if having a previous abduction in the same save does something to the abduction chance? I feel like it probably doesn't, like, completely remove the chance, and so maybe it makes it lower somehow. Then each of these space rocks are supposed to add a pretty big bonus to abduction chance.
Atrion. Abligate. Ablanzek. Atrion. Basgium. Huh.
Me Pepso.
What if I somehow broke something? Because, like,
Zarb Sasso. Oh, Varneet.
I mean, I did do some stuff with abductions. Setting up the disappearance of Quentin's mom. What if... I have no idea if it's even possible that this is a problem. But let's see if there is anything in debugger that might fix anything that might be wrong. Nope, I'm not seeing anything so far. Or that would fix any kind of like stuck abduction.
Larcy. Zamar.
Oh, forgot. Is it Wallagi?
And other than whatever core.null is, there's not really anything that looks out of the ordinary. Okay, doesn't look like... a dynamic slot in culture and sculpture base. Okay, so I think that's got to do with the sculpting skill. In which case that shouldn't affect abductions at all. It kinda seems like I'm just getting unlucky. I guess we are making progress towards something, since we've got the chemistry stuff going.
Courage.
Don't go to sleep. Go shower. Yeah, something is definitely a bit off with the autonomy. Yeah, so I'll have to investigate that a little bit tomorrow. Or at the very least, you know, sometime before or next Tuesday's stream. But, you know, the problem with any kind of, I don't know, like random chance mechanic is that, like, unless you have some kind of readout that's telling you the result, there's no way of knowing if it's broken or if you're just not getting the result you want by random chance. You know, kind of feels like I should be getting at least one abduction soon, because I've got all of these space frogs.
Oh, Gypsy.
You know, it seems kind of odd that hasn't happened yet.
Smash him who?
Well, Quentin's got another day of work to go do, and maybe he'll get at least a raise out of this. This, if not a promotion. Because he's doing significantly better in terms of performance, so. You know, he should be fairly close. You know, some dying of old age is also a random chance thing, and if it's like a 14 out, you know, it's 14 out of 100, so effectively James has rolled, I guess, higher than a 14 consistently for the last 9 days. This probably isn't the chess set either. Or it's probably gonna be like another toilet or something. I think the man seems to love trying to make toilets. But then I stop him because I don't want him wasting his time. We don't know how much he has left. Not to mention we just don't need a bunch of extra toilets sitting around that we can't even sell. That's another toilet. Just like a different one. Yeah, that's just a different toilet. Because this time it's the through flush toilet. But you know what? Actually, maybe it'll be worthwhile to let him finish making this one. Because perhaps, presumably, more expensive toilet is better, even though it doesn't really specify. But I mean, surely a toilet with a description like this, dubbed the 11th wonder of the world by some. This toilet's unique jet engine inspired turboprop can flush at speeds that encroach on the sound barrier. A wise investment, as you'll save hundreds on plungers. Yeah, like surely if a toilet deserves that kind of description and is also it also sells for 800 simoleons as opposed to the 250 simoleons that our existing toilet originally cost. Now, just this once, I'm gonna let him finish making a toilet, just because it's potentially better. You know, it's potentially an upgrade from the toilet we already have. Because I don't believe we have any kind of upgrades on this toilet. Yeah, no, we don't have the unbreakable upgrade or anything. And it hasn't been touched by a plumber either. So, you know, maybe this, if nothing else, we got an extra 150 simoleons. And because we can and sell the existing toilet. Oh, I think maybe that did have an upgrade on it. So we did lose the self-cleaning quality of the toilet. I mean, that's not that big of a deal because that's a big thing that this is going to be an upgrade on is there's a likelihood of breaking, hopefully. Although, you would think that since it is made presumably entirely out of clay, that the jet engine inspired turboprop might not be quite so good as the store-bought model. Which, like, the description says the 11th wonder of the world. Where are the other 3 that they added to the list? Because usually it's the 7 wonders. You know, this probably is not going to be what they're referring to, but I don't think I'm allowed to do this opportunity because it requires you making money in order to complete the opportunity. Like, you're allowed to give simoleons as a reward, but not... probably not... you know, using it as an excuse to do a money-making thing that you're not normally not allowed to do. Well, James has reached level 9, but he's still making the wrong thing. Because we don't need this thing, we need a chess table. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything that's like a specific list of the 10 wonders of the world. Because, usually it's 7. 7 as opposed to 10. And, like, this is an object from the base game, so... like, maybe in, like, World Adventures or something, there's 3 things that aren't normally he classified as wonders of the world, or like wonders of the sim world or something. Which I don't even have World Adventures enabled right now, so oh, because throughout this entire challenge so far, I haven't had a use for it. But you never know. Maybe when we get to rolling for the next generation, that'll change. Alright, time to save again. It's 4:30 in the morning, so probably be wrapping up in about 37 minutes. Hey, maybe Quentin will get a promotion or a raise, so at least we can say we achieved something. Alright, this might be the chess table. It's low enough. Still no promotion, I guess. Oh yeah, for some reason sculpted toilets just don't work. Like, Sims just seem to refuse to use them. So it was actually a complete waste of time. Time to finish that toilet. Better answer your phone first. Oh, and it's not the opportunity. But yeah, I guess technically we did achieve getting Quentin to level 10 of the inventing skill. But that's not really the focus anymore either. Or so. Inventing was kind of the focus of the season finale of last season. But, you know, maybe tomorrow Quentin will get a promotion or a raise or something. That's a chair. That's like, it's furniture that might actually be functional. But it's not the furniture I'm looking for, so we're gonna scrap that, and now that James is tired, we'll send him to bed. And basically start fast forwarding. Maybe tonight we'll get an abduction. Maybe there's like a cooldown period between abductions. But like, it's been a good long time since we had one. It's actually a good long time since we had a naturally occurring one. And not one that I forced to happen purely for storytelling purposes. Yeah, I do kind of wonder if I broke something. Which, I mean, there's probably like, you know, like save maintenance stuff that I should be doing, but haven't been. You know, there's at least tools to clean out old data from your save file that you don't really need anymore. But a lot of debugging stuff is done automatically by the Nero's mods too, so you know, if something's stuck, it should be able to get unstuck on its own, unless it's something that those mods don't cover. Right, situations cleanup 0. Because I kind of figured that maybe an abduction counts as a situation. Clean up laundromat, clean up outfits, clean up relationships. Names drop invalid vacation homes. Clean up concert, clean up elevators. Now, maybe if we turn on Affect Active Lot. Still doesn't seem like we cleaned anything up. Situation's cleaned up 0. Guess I'll just switch those things back to where they were. So I guess either an abduction isn't a situation, or there's nothing, or it's not in need of cleaning up. All right, we're in the abduction window for the night. And we've still got a whole lot of nothing. But I mean, still got a little bit of time before or the end of the window, so maybe it's just taking a little while. Kind of seems a bit doubtful, but yeah, with only 10 sim minutes left, that definitely doesn't look like we're getting an abduction tonight either. You know, again, like, the chance should be plenty high. And like, to my knowledge, there's nothing to do with this household that should stop abductions from happening. And because, like, I don't think having a fairy in the household does anything in that regard, because while fairies can't get alien pregnant, they can still get abducted. something's definitely off about the autonomy, because like, I don't remember Davis being so interested in sculpting before, and Sims also keep trying to do stuff to solve their needs when they don't have to. Like, you know, showering when they're not dirty, and eating when they're not hungry. But, you know, maybe we'll at least get
Zip zip.
to, like, the call for the ultimate invention or something
Sa Kawati.
heading today.
Oh,
Like, he'll get the call, or we'll get promotion. I mean, I'm planning on ending in about 20 minutes, so if anything big is gonna happen tonight on tonight's stream, it better happen soon. And which we'll know at least one thing in a few sim hours, which is as Quentin's getting a promotion today, and probably, like, pretty much if he's getting a promotion then tonight at all. All since he's got a day off for leisure day tomorrow.
Cebuj.
Okay, so thing. Yeah, both of these are just a parlor perch bar stool. So
Nipepso.
oh, that's why they're the only. That's why that's the only option that shows up. Furniture. Well, this specifically bar stool, dining table, statue, or bathroom stuff. But got another clay statue going. So that maybe this time we'll actually make the chest set. To my knowledge, you can make the chest set out of clay. Hey, it's just a matter of random chance until Elysim has done it once. And this certainly is not it. I believe that's an elephant. It's time to scrap another sculpture because it's still not the right thing. Yeah, the fact that we can even sculpt specific sculpture in stone means that it doesn't matter what material you made it in initially. So clearly, unless you're trying to make something that can't be made in clay, the most effective option for just unlocking the ability to have us make a particular thing on command. And you should use clay. Because that way you're only using that way you're only wasting 3 simoleons each time they fail to make the thing. Rather than like 25 or even 500. And it's gonna take a little while to see. See what this next sculpture is. at the rate things are going, it's probably still not the chess set.
Chimsy po. Blue yard. Jafisi wad. Goons a beep.
Oh,
Let me just double check the sculpting list from the wiki.
Ah.
Right, other clay, wood, stone, ice.
Demi paju to Pablagan.
Furniture, clay, wood, stone, ice. Very first entry, epic 10th anniversary chess set.
Zarko. Mixifada. Lamahi. Goggle.
So he should be able to make
Nevin roar. Sabu rebu.
Waka.
the thing. It's just a matter of him doing it.
Turbo.
Because it's all random chance with no way of actually reducing the number of possibilities. And it's the octopus thing again.
Yebble mebs.
At least I think that's the octopus. Either way, it's clearly not a chess set. So he's gonna have to start again. Where's Davis going? I think I clicked something that told Davis to go somewhere. Go to lot. Why'd he go here? Like, why did he go to the empty parking lot next to the pool?
Mebs these elba.
Like, no one's even here. So he couldn't be meeting up with somebody. I think I might call it once we find out what the sculpture is going to be. Or you know, maybe I'll wait until
Wadney.
like after the next next abduction window, just in case. Just in case we can squeeze in like one abduction. And it's the exact same thing again.
Who's do? They do.
At this point, it's starting to look very worthwhile to just not bother.
Schwa.
Because, you know, it's just being a continual drain on the, you know, on the household funds.
Bobby nu. Jim can wander.
Sadu?
Like, to my knowledge, there's no, like, skill requirement.
Lem tied to form. Wagner.
So it can't be that he's not doing it because he hasn't mastered sculpting yet or something.
Satu. Jadwa.
Darniyar. Zine. Yadan.
They do.
Dubar. Larsimore.
Dextoran.
Bahan.
Wisdom. Evelyn God.
Farble. Websy Nabala. Baba. Lurherbo. He's a vomit.
Oh, yeah, that's just being the full moon.
Leston. Oh. Oh.
And Quentin managed to make another potion explode in his face.
Asin. Vito. He, Nadu.
Nepi Furbaji. Oh, top. And the follower.
Sharbo. Dipsum. Hasim. Barwa Hemajay.
I'm reading sculpting page on Carl's Sims 3 guidance, like I thought it would be neat to furnish the entire home with objects made through sculpting, but it just wasn't happening the way I wanted. Why? Because of the huge amount of random variation. Take this for example. My sim had created 437 sculptures before finally making a toilet. He had a table or two, some chairs, and probably every type of sculpture, but serious lack of furnishings. Now, your experience may not be as harsh since you know how to focus on the sculpt command in clay. Oh, interesting. Your sim is lucky. Sometimes they'll make an ice sculpture instantly. However, ice sculptures are also substantially more expensive. Okay, at level 5 in sculpting, your sim will unlock the Sculptor's Egg Cup for fluorite. Sims that have breakstone sculptures may find fluorite along with woohooium. With Savvy Sculptor, you won't find these this way, maybe because sculptures won't break. Thankfully, you can use a miner, dig through garbage cans and find them in relic shops and in tombs with world adventures. Unlock the ability to make ice sims at level 6. Yeah, the only things you unlock are the materials. You don't unlock specific sculptures at any point.
Chest.
Ma, dai.
So like he could have made a chess set as his very first creation with the same odds as making it as his 1000th. Because absolutely nothing changes the amount of variation. Because it's a creative skill, not I guess you could call it discovery skill, like inventing or doing the stuff with like inventing or alchemy or anything like that, where once you've unlocked something, your sim will never do the thing to unlock it again. If you just have a sim paint, they could potentially paint the same thing over and over and over again. In fact, they might actually do that more reliably than with sculpting. Because for one thing, at least painting, the specific paintings you get are affected by skill. Because that's how the game represents Sims getting better at painting, is by allowing them to paint nicer looking pieces. Whereas sculpting, you just have this set array of possible sculptures with no skill factor other than what material you can make them out of. And with some materials, namely topiary and metal, the list is different. Okay, we've at least got the master invention opportunity unlocked, so the possibility for Quentin to perfect inventing is out there. Because you don't have to learn every invention to be able to perfect inventing. You just have to reach level 10, make a Simbot, and collect enough scrap, make enough big inventions and widgets, and blow enough stuff up. Which really, you could effectively detonate the stuff that you made for some of the other challenges, like blow up all of those widgets you made. In fact, hey, you could make the 250 widgets and then detonate them. And when you do that, that's 150 objects you detonated. But, you know, we're probably not gonna do any of the stuff towards making a plumb bot until, well, next week. Because it's past 5 a.m. and I'm just gonna give the game until the end of this abduction window so that maybe we can end the night off on an abduction. But probably not at this rate. Like, you know, again, I don't think I have any mods that change anything with abductions. And so I must just be getting unlucky. Or something is not as the wiki said as it's supposed to be. Because you would think that I would have had an abduction by now. But nope. Think I'm gonna save one last time and call it a night. Because because after 5 in the morning. Things just gotta give it a moment to save. There we go. Oh, everything is saved, so... Oh, thank you to everyone who stopped by tonight. Next stream is planned for tomorrow night with, I'm thinking Sims 4, but maybe it'll be Sims 2 instead, depending on how the Sims 4 is looking after the most recent patch. Here are all of my links. And let's find somebody to raid. There we go. Here's somebody doing some Sims 2, so let's give them a raid.